What's up, everybody? A couple days before I start my health thing, I'm about to quit sugar and coffee. But before I quit, I figured I'd share my little weird routine for what I do with my sugar. And if you look at this, like I just dumped the sugar in there, but you can see like I make my own little house sugar, and I'll tell you like my beliefs behind it or whatever. And you put it in glass. I like to recycle upscale. This is a applesauce container, and I try to put as much. I try to make my own little cocktails because I don't know how molecules and alchemy works, but you never know. They say there's memory in water. There might be memory in other things. So I like to have a variety of stuff in there. And basically in this one, it's usually cinnamon sugar, but I'm not allowed cinnamon. You can see that here. But there's a little, whenever it gets down kind of low to the last third, I kind of leave whatever's there before I add to it. And it's always changing. So what I had in the cupboard was ginger. So I put ginger in there. Uh, some pink salt. I put a little bit of salt in there. Like the other weird things, I try not to put in there enough to detect. Sometimes the ginger and nutmeg I'll put in there so you can taste it because with the cinnamon, it ends up tasting kind of like pumpkin spice if you like that. And the cinnamon I put in too because it's been shown to decrease insulin spikes by like 25% or so. It's just good to have cinnamon and sugar. And I use it for anything I want sweet. It has my own personal flair in it. It's always changing. This is mostly just going to be sugar because I'm out of cinnamon. And I had put a little bit of powdered ground ginger in there to get rid of that. The rest of it I put in my I do the same thing with salt. I'll do a separate video for that. But I put it in there. I put a little bit of salt in there and I keep my sugar in a plastic bag. Sometimes I get cane sugar or fancy sugar. This time it's just the cheapest Dixie Crystals they had because I'm in Florida and to keep the air out as much as possible. Same reason why I put the salt in. One, if I need electrolytes, cool, potassium with the no salt, but there's not enough in there to really taste because that's kind of gross with sugary stuff in my opinion. But I put it in there, put the cap on, and then I shake it up. And I'm sharing all the stupid little voodoo things I do in my head that I think are fake, but we all have our own little rituals and things we believe that we don't necessarily share with others, and that's kind of the point of this channel. That's why I stay anonymous, so I can kind of get it out there, and actually, if people start watching, can tell me, oh, that's so stupid, or they can be like, hey, I do the same silly thing. It's not that I necessarily believe in it, but I do weird things. My mom was obsessive compulsive and a hoarder and stuff, and I think that comes off on me a little bit. I try not to keep things or hoard stuff. I don't have anything on my walls, and I live minimally because I don't want to be like when I visit her, I got to tiptoe around. But I shake it, I say stuff, put good vibes in it, and hopefully that'll go in my body. Like a lot of that's probably fake or not true, but I think the old saying, "Fake it till you make it," or your mind over matter. It's good to do things like that because it just keeps you upbeat. Positivity. Anytime you think positive, anytime you fake a smile or something, you get a little more positive. And then generally, those little things add up to big things, and then your life's a little more. If you're going to be existing, you might as well keep it as upbeat as possible, even if it's like ignorance is bliss type mentality. Anyways, that's how I think about it. There's my house sugar. Now it's mixed up. It's got a little bit of the other stuff in it. It usually looks dirtier than that. I think in the last one I had coffee creamer, some Ovaltine. When I get to the bottom of that stuff, I'll dump it in here. Anything that's kind of sweet. There was nutmeg. Obviously, it's in there now, but it's super diluted. It's pretty much just sugar with a little bit of salt, no salt, and ginger. Anyways, wish you all the best. Take it easy. Have a good one. Peace.